You know, I called that a marshmallow for so long, and now he's all growed up. Hey, it's Soul, bringing you news, ideas, analyses, and failed attempts at humor. Yeah, intro. I wanted to talk about world scaling again, but a big topic is casting a shadow that I want to address. There were some recent statements by Ion Hazakostas, the co-game director of World of Warcraft, regarding the Order Hall campaign and, more importantly, the mission system. He explained that, unlike the self-contained experience of the Warlords of Draenor mission table, the Legion table is meant to largely facilitate the outdoor experience by providing quest content, zone buffs, and champions to assist you either through the Order Hall missions or alongside you. Unfortunately, what's testable at the moment only provides a teeny tiny taste of that, and of course, streamers and other channels capitalized on the reveal in the name of journalism. And that's not bad. They've got every right to provide for their audience and exercise themselves as broadcasters and content creators. And they pressure themselves to create quality content as fast as they can, since that translates into revenue for them. So I bet it's easier to make a thoughtful reaction video as opposed to a fully balanced analysis. So against my better judgment, I'm going to analyze what little we know about the Order Hall, but first, I strongly recommend watching my retrospective on the Garrison system from Warlords of Draenor. It clocks in at about 11 or so minutes, but I think it makes for a good contrast for what I'm going to talk about. There are other videos out there that go over how to unlock the components of the Order Hall and the Order Hall campaign itself, but you ain't gonna find it here. I'm just going to go over what the Order Hall's executing on so far, and how it affects gameplay for players and the rest of Legion. First things first, the Order Hall does not include a lot of the components that made up the Warlord's garrison. There's no base to build, it's already being built for you. There's nothing to supplement professions, and there's no offline progression that directly translates into actual power for your character. You'll see what I mean later. The Order Hall is a mission table and a talent tree, and target dummies and a repair vendor. And that's about it. The fear of players just hanging out in their Order Hall will quickly fade as soon as they realize that there's no access to the auction house, or an anvil, or a mailbox. But let's start with the talent tree. The talent tree is a simple system of purchasing one of two perks per level that enhance either aspects of the mission system or your character's activities. Three things progress you down the talent tree: your character's level, Order Hall resources, and research time. As of this video, those are all the requirements that I see. There's no mission that unlocks your third relic slot at the bottom tier, but the cost of resources is unusually high, and the wait time, well, I don't know why there's a wait time, to be honest, because even if you had all 16,000 resources that you needed, you can only research one thing at a time, which means you won't be able to unlock that third relic slot for 25 days and 9 hours. I can only guess that this is for the sake of balancing the item level of your artifact weapon, and hey, within those 25 or so days, the raid world first kill will probably have occurred. But that's total speculation. I'll move on. The resource cost is pretty immense, because again, 16,000 resources, and so far the two ways to obtain this while leveling have been the treasures found throughout the Broken Isles and the Order Hall campaign, not the missions, the campaign. I haven't gone very far into them, but so far I've amassed a little bit over 2,500 resources, spending some of it on missions and a lot more of it on talent research. Eon has said that resources will also be earned from other sources like dungeon dailies, world quests, and other activities. He did say explicitly though that these resources wouldn't be earned from missions. So, for players who just want to take advantage of the talents alone, you miss out on the campaign, but otherwise go ahead. Now for the table. Chances are you're familiar with this layout by now. There are a few things to note. One is the combat ally window. I have 5 out of my 6 possible champions at the moment, and from them, 2 are eligible to become a combat ally. Notice that there's a field for troops as well, but there's no telling if this will be used. Anyway, one of the champions can be chosen to assist you in the form of either a bodyguard or an ability. This lasts for 6 hours, and it doesn't have a cost to it, but in the meantime, your champion can't be used in any other mission. Troops, or in my case minions, are like disposable champions that you hire with resources. The more you do missions, the more you'll use troops and spend resources. So far there are only 2 kinds of missions. One type unlocks a quest towards the Order Hall campaign or your other artifact weapons, and the others are, well, probably placeholders, but some of them give gold and some character or follower experience. I played through the Warlock campaign, and very early on, I had an opportunity to start a mission that eventually led to the start of my other artifact weapon quest. For the record, this mission became available after I completed, I think, 1 mission beyond the table tutorial. Yeah, there's a tutorial. Order Hall missions take you all over the place depending on your class. My Warlock ended up going to some Legion prison world. I don't have footage because, to be honest, I didn't think I'd have to make a video like this. And that's it. That's really all that's testable at the moment. One of Warlords of Draenor's most glaring weaknesses lay in its lack of compelling content and weak rewards from said content, while the Garrison system provided easy, convenient content and stronger, more efficient rewards. After taking feedback, Legion addresses this by not including these types of systems, and instead provides us with an easy-to-manage talent system, as well as a mission system that drives the narrative without taking gameplay away from the player. I'm going to say this twice, but while the mission system itself isn't what I'd call active gameplay, its primary function is to steer you towards it. And that's it. I don't have anything to say about zone buffs or invasion objectives or follower equipment because it's not in this build. Just about anything else you hear is speculation or just false maybe. But if I screwed something up, let me know. Now, I do have a few criticisms about the class halls I want to share with you. 1. The questlines to discover your additional artifact weapons are unlocked through Order Hall missions. These unlock really early. I'd estimate that with practice you can unlock it before even gaining your first level, but probably within the first or second. The mission itself though has a 4-hour timer on it, and has the possibility of failing. It's already a little bit off-putting that the premier weapons for our specs are behind a questline, which, well, is kinda cool too, but at the same time, having a mission behind that is a little bit much. I suggest one of the following. Lift the requirement altogether and have like an NPC provide the quest directly through some trigger mechanism, or trivialize the mission with an instant completion and or a guaranteed success rate. 2. Even with talent, some missions, notably ones that unlock quests, are too long. It's already been acknowledged by Blizzard, so there you have it. 3. Why is there a research time on the talent tree? Is it to prevent players from mind-numbingly farming for the 16,000 resources? If so, it still seems a little bit long. 4. Each Order Hall questline appears to have one quest that basically asks players to complete a number of Order Hall missions. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but it feels like it's meant to sort of set the pace of the Order Hall questline. The Warlock questline asks us to complete 5 specific kinds of missions, for example, which already feels like an orangey pain in the ass if the missions take a while to show up. And I failed some of them, which, you know, come on. I'd almost rather have a single mission that lasts one whole day. I think it's best to have a 1-to-1 ratio concerning the number of missions required to unlock a follow-up quest. So in other words, either just take this mission out or just have me do one mission and then give me a quest. Otherwise, this seems pretty cool. It's not super intrusive, and I'm too busy trying to complete engineering quests to care about mission times anyway. And by the way, we need more Fell Slate nodes. Come on. But finally, a closing note. If you don't like the mission table, don't worry. If you can stomach doing it for an entire expansion, you can probably handle it long enough to complete your Order Hall questline and then focus on whatever it is you care about, like world quests. There's about 300 of those, so get going. And that's it. Give me a like and a sub, and give me a comment and tell me what you think about this damn system. And otherwise, I'll see you guys later. I'm Soul. Stay breezy, guys.